after logical and physical address, we have next topic, that is swapping. Okay, swapping is just a very basic concept we need to understand if we are considering the multi-programming system. Okay, as we know that in multi-programming system we are having multiple processes. Okay, we have already considered that we are considering the environment is multi-programming. Okay, so multi-programming is the environment. If the environment is multi-programming, then we may have number of processes, that is P1, P2 up to Pn. Okay, so number of processes are coming for execution and they are going out. Okay, and we also know that we are having the main memory. We are having one main memory, and our main memory, we will write over here, this is our main memory. Okay, so this main memory has been divided into operating system and the user space. Okay, we call it as a user space. As we know that from the last video, from the previous video, we know that in main memory it is divided into two sections, two part. One is for the operating system, for execution of the operating system, and second is for the user space. Okay, the user space is the place where all the processes will come and will execute. Okay, so to understand the concept of swapping, we are just making the environment over here. Okay, so this is our main memory, which has been divided into operating system and user space. Okay, and for swapping, now what is swapping? Okay, for any process who wants to execute, who want to run, for any process who want to execute, who want to run, then it has to come in the main memory. Okay, so imagine this is the process P1. Okay, this is the process P1. If this process P1 wants to execute, then it needs to enter into the main memory. Okay, so it must be in the main memory. So must be in main memory. Okay, if want to execute. Okay, so a process can be swapped temporarily out of the memory to a backing store. Okay, now we have invented a new concept, that is backing store. So we'll consider backing store over here. So this is our backing store. Okay, this is my backing store. Okay, now what is backing store, we'll see. So a process can be swapped temporarily. Now we'll start writing the points, because writing these points are very important, so that you can note down the points and you can write it in the examination. Okay, so a process can be swapped temporarily. A process can be temporarily, I'm writing the short, swapped out of the memory to backing store. Okay, consider that P1 is executing. P1 wants to execute. So P1 has entered inside the user space. Okay, so P1 यहाँ आ गया. Okay, so P1 has entered into the main memory. Okay, now imagine as we know that we are living in the multi-programming environment. So we may have process 2 also, process 3 also, and number of processes. Okay, so if any other process also wants to execute, then it will also come. Okay, it will also come over here and it will stay over here. Okay, so we have to divide the memory in such a way. Okay, now the process can be temporarily swapped out of the memory to the backing store. Now just first we'll try to understand what is backing store. So if it is not required, for example, if P1 is not required right now, or P1 is accessing any input output IO services. Okay, so right now P1 is using or accessing the IO services. So right now it is not using the main memory, and if it is not using the main memory, then there is no need to stay in the main memory. Okay, so temporarily we can swap it out of the main memory to the backing store. So थोड़ी देर के लिए we are shifting the P1 into the backing store. Okay, so now what is the backing store? Process can be temporarily swapped out of the main memory to the backing store and can be bought back, and then it can be brought back into main memory for execution. Okay, so P1 come over here, P1 executed. Right now it is using any other service, so P1 is shifted to the backing store. So P1 को shift कर दिया backing store में. Okay, so it is swapped out. We call it as a swapped out. Okay, and now P2 is running. Okay, P2 is running over here. Okay, imagine the P3 is also over here. Okay, because this is a multi-programming environment, so P3 is also there. So P3 is also using any other service, so we have also shifted P3 inside the backing store. So we have stored the P3 into the backing store. Okay, after shifting the P3 into the backing store, P3 is also shifted, P1 is also shifted. Only P2 is accessing the main memory. Okay, so right now P2 is accessing, P1 and P3 are in the backing store. So now after some time, P1 has completed IO services. Okay, now it wants to execute again. Okay, it wants to resume its execution. So what we can do, we can bring the P1 back to the main memory. So this is called swapped in. Okay, now understanding the concept, what is swapped out and swapped in. Okay, if the process is not required right now, the situation is not required over here in the main memory, then we can temporarily shift the process from main memory to the backing store. That is why we are using this backing store. This is generally a fast disk. Okay, this is generally a fast disk. Okay, so we can shift the process from main memory to the backing store, and then and when it is required and when it wants to resume its execution, then we can boot back into the main memory for execution purpose. Okay, so swapping helps in running more jobs. Okay, now what are the advantages? We'll just go to the advantages first, because the concept is over. We'll see the advantages. Okay, swapping helps in running more jobs. Okay, number one, running more jobs. Okay, so swapping will help us to run more jobs, because from this concept more and more processes may be executed on the same time. Now you can just see, okay, this P1 and P3 we have shifted into the backing store. So we have again, if the capacity of this main memory is only 4 processes, then you can just imagine after shifting P1 and P3 into the backing store, we have got the space again 3 processes can be executed in the main memory. Okay, so you can just imagine more and more jobs can be executed by the CPU. Okay, by keeping only those programs in memory which are currently required by the system, and the rest to swapped from secondary storage. Okay, so only those processes which are required. Okay, if not required, then simply we can shift to the backing store. Okay, so this is just all about the simple introduction of the swapping. Why swapping is done? We are using the swapping concept because right now we have a requirement. We don't have a requirement of P1 and P3. Why we are not having the requirement of P1 and P3? Maybe they are using IO services, they are using printer services, or any other services they are using. Okay, so it is possible that we can shift these unused processes into the backing store or to the fast disk, and then after having their requirement, then we can bring all those swapped out processes from backing store to the main memory. Okay, so this is all about the swapping. Okay, thank you so much.